Hi, welcome to Send to Print. Have you ever tried to carve a pattern onto an irregular curved surface like this? This question actually came from Gabor Boros, so thank you, Gabor. And today we're making this Voronoi-patterned flower bowl. It looks simple at first, but the real challenge is getting the pattern to wrap cleanly around the shape. On a simple cylinder, emboss works perfectly. But on a shape like this, things can get messy very quickly. The sketch starts following the shape, gets pulled out of line, and only part of the pattern lands on the face. If any cell goes beyond that surface, Fusion can easily throw an error. In this video, I'll show you the little trick I used to make it work. Without further ado, let's dive right in. First, just a quick note, this is not a fully parametric model because right now there is no clean way to generate the Voronoi pattern parametrically. But to make the setup easier, I still need one parameter, diameter. Go to the Modify panel and select Change Parameters. Click that plus icon to add diameter. Set it to 80 millimeters and hit OK. Right-click the root component in the browser and select New Component. Rename it to Voronoi Bowl. Let's start with the bottom of the bowl. Go up to Create Sketch and pick the XY plane. Hit C for the circle tool. Start right from the origin, drag it out, and type in diameter multiplied by 0.65. Finish the sketch and rename it to Bottom. Next, we need a construction plane for the top opening. Offset the XY plane upward by diameter divided by 2. On this new plane, create a sketch. Press C for circle, snap to the origin, then type in diameter. Let's make it a 4-petal flower rim, not just a plain circle. First, press L and draw a construction line. Go to Create and use Mirror to mirror this line across the Y-axis. Press D for dimension, and set the angle between these two lines to 90 degrees. Next, go back to Create and choose Center Point Arc. Draw a small arc here. This arc will become one petal of the rim. Add a coincident constraint to lock the other end of the arc in place. Then press D again and set the distance from the arc center to the main circle center to diameter times 0.2. This controls how deep each petal curves inward. Now, go to Create and choose Circular Pattern. Select this arc as the object, and use the center of the large circle as the pattern center. For the quantity, enter 4 for 4 petals. And just like that, we have the top outline of the flower bowl. To make the profile easier to select later, select all the lines that are not part of the final outline and press X to turn them into construction lines. Check if it is fully defined here, the small lock icon. Okay, finish the sketch and rename it to Top. Now we have both the bottom and top profiles. Building the body between them is super easy in Fusion. Just go to Create and choose Loft. Select the bottom profile and the top profile. And there it is, the solid flower bowl shape. To hollow it out, find Shell in the toolbar, pick the top face, and enter a wall thickness of 1.5 millimeters. To make the bottom look more refined and avoid elephant foot during printing, I'm adding a small chamfer here. Select both the inside and outside edges at the bottom, and set it to 0.8 millimeters. Now we have the base flower bowl ready. Now here comes the trick. We are going to create what I'll call the helper body. Think of it as a temporary mold around the bowl, so the pattern has an easier surface to land on first. If that sounds a bit confusing, don't worry, it'll make perfect sense in a second. Now, hide the bodies for a moment. Create a sketch on the XY plane. Press C for circle. Set the diameter to diameter divided by 2, which matches the bottom of the bowl. Then draw a larger circle with a diameter of diameter times 1.2. This gives the helper body enough room to wrap around the top. Finish the sketch and rename it to helper body in the browser. Hit E to extrude this profile. Set the height to diameter divided by 2 so it matches the height of the bowl. Make sure the operation is new body. The main idea is to make the helper body fully wrap around the bowl. Before moving on, let's tidy things up. Rename the first body to bowl. Rename the second body to helper body. Next, instead of cutting openings directly into the bowl, we are going to cut them into the helper body first. This little detour is what makes the workflow much more stable. You can see that the helper body is basically a regular cylinder, so Emboss has a much easier job here. I've covered the cylinder workflow before. It is like wrapping a label around a bottle, and you can find that video from the card or in the description. Create a new sketch on the XZ plane. Press R and draw a rectangle. Leave a little space above and below the bowl. These solid bands help preserve strength at the rim and the bottom, so the Voronoi openings do not run right into the edges. Hit P to project the cylinder surface right onto our current sketch. Use D for dimension and set the top and bottom margin to 1.5 millimeters. Now, draw a construction line from the origin to the midpoint of the lower edge of the rectangle. Then add a vertical constraint to keep it straight. Hit D to dimension the top edge and enter diameter multiplied by 1.2 multiplied by pi. This is the circumference of the cylinder. Now it's fully defined. Okay, let's finish the sketch and rename it to pattern. Now let's create the Voronoi pattern on this label. Drawing this manually is basically impossible, so we're using an add-in called Fusion 360 Voronoi. I have explained it in detail in a previous video. You can find that in the description. Now go to create and open Voronoi sketch generator. Make sure the sketch plane is set to XZ since our mapping rectangle was drawn on that plane. For the profile, we're going to pick that rectangle we just finished. Make sure to click Use Profile Size, or the pattern might end up misaligned. For more detailed settings, let's go to the Voronoi editor. Adjust the settings here. If you want the full breakdown of these values, check the earlier Voronoi video. I've also added the parameter notes to the cheat sheet linked in the description, along with what to adjust if a later step fails. Now click Publish to Fusion, and you'll see the Voronoi texture pop up on our rectangle sketch. Alright, let's bring these Voronoi cells onto the helper body. Open the Emboss tool under Create. Select all the profiles. For embossed face, select the outside surface of the helper body. For the effect, select Deboss to cut into the body. For the depth, we need it to cut through the full thickness of the helper body. I'll enter -30. I know it looks extreme, but that is exactly the point. We want a clean through cut. Hit OK. This calculation can take a little while, and if emboss fails here, don't worry. It usually means something is wrong with the Voronoi cells. Try re-rolling the seed, increasing relaxation, increasing the gap, or increasing the cell count so each cell becomes smaller and easier for emboss to calculate. Now hide the pattern sketch. You can see the helper body is now cut all the way through by the Voronoi pattern from the outside surface to the inside surface. And here comes the fun part. We are about to use this patterned helper body to give the flower bowl the same cutout texture. Head over to the Modify menu and select the Combine tool. Set the bowl as the target body and the helper body as the tool body. Make sure the operation is set to intersect. You can leave the Keep tool unchecked since we don't need the mold anymore. Okay, I think I've done it. It worked exactly as expected. But there is one small issue. The bottom is missing a piece. That happened because the helper body did not include that area, so after the intersect operation, that part disappeared too. I think we can fix it with one more extrude. Open the helper body sketch again, press E again, and select the small circle at the bottom. Set extent type to object, and select the top face of the bowl bottom. Don't forget to set the operation to join, then hit OK. And now the Voronoi flower bowl is finished. The pattern looks like it was carved directly into the curved bowl, but the hard work was actually handled by the helper body. This model and the Fusion 360F 3D source file are available on MakerWorld. You are welcome to download and check the source file. Through this file, you can clearly see every step of the modeling and the parameters I've used. Okay, send to print. After about an hour of printing, here's how it turned out. I really like what the Voronoi pattern does to the shape. It makes the bowl feel more organic, breaks up the plane surface, and even helps disguise the layer lines a little. You do save a bit of filament, but I wouldn't push the openings too large. Since the overhangs are created by the pattern, they're not something we can fully control, and bigger cells can get tricky to print. So this is the trick for embossing on an irregular curved body. If you found this tutorial helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more 3D printing designs. Let me know in the comments what should I model next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.